Yeah, I get it. You're new to Dano. Most people don't even know him by name. They know his face, obviously. Who could forget it? But they just don't understand where to put their eyes. Luckily, I am an experienced moviegoer, and I guess I'll tell you how to watch Paul Dano with 3 easy steps. So, first step. So we're starting out with the scene from There Will Be Blood. The first thing you'll notice is that, yes, his eyebrows are where he's focusing most of his tension. You know, most of the time, I would say keep your eyes at the center of the celebrity's face, but he is obviously conveying a lot of emotion with his brows. You'll see this a lot with your Colin Farrells, your Tom Cruises, your Dwayne Johnsons, obviously. Your Jaden Smiths, your Steve-O's, and your Brodies. So that's the class of celebrity face that we're talking about. I recommend Male Celebrity Eyebrow Acting by Dr. Stain Pelgman. If you want to get into more advanced Dano watching. He's going to try to distract you with his hands, but you want to keep that focus on the brow ridge. Now, when it comes back to this shot here, now we see the full Dano grace. The soft chin, the cherubesque, supple cheeks and ripples of flesh. If you zoom in, you can really see the pocked texture of the Dano. And one of my favorite features is this asymmetrical nostril shape and this alluring cartilage crease. Also of note is the interesting topography of the space between his soft chin and his beautiful lower lip. Is this rather turbulent and rugged land. Here's a powerful scene from Ruby Sparks. Let me just slow it down here for you, and we can really just appreciate that brow sinking down, these the ridges making that perfect octagon over his mouth. And there it is. If you didn't feel that, what happened just then, if you didn't feel that to the core of your being, then you have no business watching film. I'm sorry. So on to a scene from Swiss Army Man. This one's pretty tricky because there's a lot of things that are going to try to distract you from Paul. We've got the bristles on the neck. See, right here, see, Paul is out of focus, right? And we've got, I forget his name, this guy in the focus, you know, kind of in the main part of the frame. But if you look, Paul Dano back here is acting circles around this chump, to the point where his full face is involved. You can see that ratio spiral. You can see that perfect hand posture. Now this scene is the most complicated technique. I like to put my eyes. Imagine my mouse here is the center of your gaze. I like to keep my eyes just a little bit off. So I have Paul Dano in my peripheral vision, and then I like to swoop in, and then I swoop out. Swoop in, swoop out. I'd recommend practicing this at least about 50 times a day. In, out, in, out. All right, let's move on. So here we have another powerful scene with the younger Dano. Now, I'm not sure if I should include this one in a beginner's technique video, but I thought I'd just throw a curveball at you. This requires a more advanced technique because in this film, Little Miss Sunshine, Paul Dano has his brow ridge concealed by a dark mass. No light can escape from it. So therefore your main focal point must shift. And so you must ask yourself, where does it shift? And the answer might surprise you. It's going to shift. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to watch this clip. And you can guess for yourself the right technique for watching this Dano. Are you ready? So, did you guess it? The correct technique to use is to cover your eyes and to listen to his sorrow and his suffering, because a big part of watching is listening, and if you don't understand that, then you're lost.